BENELLI TRK 502X. Review: a fully credible attempt at an adventure bike. The BENELLI TRK 502X is a full-sized adventure bike powered by an A2-compliant, 47 brake horsepower motor. In its native, Italy, the TRK regularly tops the sales charts, representing an affordable way to own a proper grown-up bike with Italian heritage in its name. We're less taken with it in the UK, preferring its closest rival, Honda's CB500X in the A2 adventure bike category. But the BENELLI is undoubtedly a winner as well, with appealing, for some, full-sized proportions, great spec and nearly as good performance, all for a brilliant price. If you are short in the leg or want to do any off-road riding, the TRK is best avoided, but for a taller A2 licensed road rider, it is well worth considering. Well equipped and comfortable, the TRK's big bike feel gives it real road presence and stability that is unusual on an A2 legal machine, and the engine has more than enough grunt. Ride quality and brakes. Although a budget A2 bike, the BENELLI TRK 502X is very much a full-sized adventure bike with the beefy, long travel suspension to match. The ride is adequately plush. Steering, while not as sharp as some, is okay. It wears decent Metzeler Tourance semi-noble tires, and its big seat and broad screen means it's all-day comfortable as well. Yes, it could do with a touch more quality and refinement, but it's also far better than you might expect. Engine. The star is the BENELLI 500 cubic centimeters, 47 brake horsepower, A2 compliant parallel twin. Beforehand I'd half expected something crude or wheezy, maybe a rehash of the old KLE 500 motor or similar. In reality it matches its closest rival, the purpose-built 471 cubic centimeters, 47 brake horsepower parallel twin of the Honda CB500X. For performance, it's only slightly slower due to the TRK's extra weight, betters its character, slick gear change and exhaust note, and only lags in terms of frugality. Reliability and build quality. Yes, the BENELLI's a budget, Chinese-built bike, so questions inevitably remain about dealers, durability and residuals. But when an entry into motorcycling is this desirable, stylish and cheap, and the base version is even cheaper, how much of that really matters? For me, it's the first Chinese bike I can take fully seriously. But it's also worth noting what actual buyers of these bikes think, and you can find that out in our BENELLI TRK 502 owners reviews. A few people have had issues with build quality concerns such as early rusting or bolts falling out, but most owners are extremely happy with. Value versus rivals. Wow! If you want a full-size adventure bike at a budget price, can cope with the BENELLI's big, full adventure size and trust in the now Chinese-owned company's infrastructure, dealers and residuals, the TRK 502X is simply a brilliant value all-rounder. Don't forget, at that money you could get an X, luggage, heated grips and a posh can and still be cheaper than its closest rival, Honda's CB500X. Who said adventure bikes had to be expensive? Equipment. There's no getting away from the fact that the BENELLI's impressively equipped. There's the base TRK 502 at just over £5,000, which has more street-orientated 17 inches cast alloy wheels, lower seat height and so on, while the 502X here, a bit like BMW's adventure version of their GS, is more off-roady with 19/17-inch wire wheels, longer travel suspension, so is 10 mm taller, bash plate and crash protection bars, all for around £5,000.